1 2 3 1 2 3.
1 2 3 1 2 3.
Okay. Audio sounds clear. We'll see how the game sounds in a minute. Oh, sorry, this is going to be loud. I might even prepare for this time. Okay, you're not going to hear anything for a second. Not that you were hearing much before. Okay, now you won't get a loud noise as long as I remember to do that every time I plug my phone in. So I believe last time we left off, we were right about to get in a big fight. Actually, hopefully not in a big fight. Because I recall getting in a big fight did not go well last time. Okay.
Shall we move? We shall move!
Okay, this is awfully quiet, so I'm gonna... Actually, I'll turn it up a little in my thing here, but I'm also gonna turn up my headphones. Because it has been mentioned in the past that sometimes the stream is too loud when I think it's quiet. So... There's a gate along the side here, yes?
And so they walked on.
Mobility or athletics. Athletics is the good one, so let's do that. I mean, we're not bad at either, but... Well,
prevail. Does it?
Die, die, die!
guess we're just gonna deal with this guy.
Could be worse.
I die.
Lost.
Oh, this is bad.
Protect me, please. What
Lost.
a miserable.
Is all this blood mine? Kill every time I had that much.
A miserable.
always survive.
Last chapter.
This body holds no more. I always survive.
So, we might just be too weak. I'll give that one more try. Maybe intimidating would be better than diplomacy, even though we have a +9 to diplomacy. Because if the diplomacy check's DC is a 23, if we subtract 9 from that, we gotta roll at least a 14 compared to an intimidate check of 18, which I'll have to see what the
I'm not mad enough to do it.
Oh, that's bad.
Who dares disturb me while I'm drinking?
Together. Shall we move? We shall move.
Okay, so the guy actually didn't attack me this time because I failed the DC, so that might actually be better.
And so they walked on.
Can we interact with the horses? I guess not.
I am free to do what you ask of me.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Die, die, die! Is all this blood mine? Never thought I had that much. Is blackness. I wonder what lies beyond. That is possible.
So I feel like we are not doing great as far as health goes, general life goes, but let's see. Maybe we can make this work.
What troubles you?
Time becomes distance. Let's shake a leg! Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun! So many thoughts, so little time.
Inventory, how are we on healing potions? It is looking like not good. Do we have a scroll of cure light wounds? We do.
The road calls me. I'll take the bait. Shall we move? We shall move!
Aha. Use.
I crave for
That
adventure.
still did not help very much.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Yes.
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay.
Quick, quick!
You cannot
We miss all
stand
the
against
fun.
me.
Let the attack commence! So many thoughts. So
I
little
will
time.
indulge you.
one and done.
Let's shake a leg. For Gorham! May I see your entrails, please? Work! Work, you silly spell!
This won't be good, but let's try it anyway.
I'll survive. I always survive.
Please. A miserable last chapter.
Survive. I always survive.
Okay, tell you what, we are like just too low level for this. Let's back out and go try to like help some more people or something. I just want to check what the internet has to say. Okay, yeah, the internet
And so they walked on.
doesn't have any strong opinions on the fight,
Adventures
it seems
called them.
like.
Let's shake a leg. Blood for Gorham!
Oh, there's also more enemies to fight out here, so let's do that.
Oh,
Since we know we're probably going to be regrouping after this, I think it's worth using the rages. Oh, actually, you know what? Since the room is low on health anyway, let's just have him cast the heal living person. That's going to damage them all anyway.
so many thoughts, so little time. The road calls me. I'll take the bait. Shall we move? We shall move! I crave for
Each
adventure.
step brings us closer to the end. This follows in my steps.
Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun!
So let me check actually, before I get too deep into doing other things, what is our time left on the quest? Will fail in 69 days and 6 hours. So we've got time. Okay.
I'm not afraid.
Let the attack
Hey, we're
commence.
friends of the kobolds. I guess not all the kobolds.
Shall we move? We shall move!
I don't even know what I took.
So many thoughts, so little time.
I will grant your request.
We do have like a +1 chain shirt. Maybe I should be like checking people to see if they can wear any of this equipment.
Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun!
Like, is anybody wearing a chain shirt right now that... Oops. Equipment. Okay, banded mail. Breastplate. Leather armor. Hide armor. Chain mail. I think that's different from a chain shirt, right? Octavia is wearing no armor? Is that normal? I have not played Pathfinder in a longish time. Let's explore the old mesa.
I need a challenge. The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
You cannot stand against me.
May I see your entrails, please? Is all this
Okay.
blood mine?
This thing
Never thought I had.
hits hard.
All I see is black. I wonder what lies behind.
This body holds no more.
Could be worse. Lost.
This seems enchanted,
Shall we move? We shall move!
which would make it good. If I sort by type. Yeah, that's just straight up better than what we have.
Request. Speak. Share your will.
Okay, this is medium armor.
State your desire.
So the chain
Someone
shirt would most likely
Let's
be a
have a good
gown
old
copy.
time. I crave for adventure.
I think we should head back out to the world map.
On my way. Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun!
So let's rest.
Do not be set aback by how quietly I keep to my thoughts. Come to me and I will discuss with you the frailty of life, the whisper of the night, the great God.
Quietly keep your thoughts? You mean how you act like a coffin stuffer? No thanks.
Ooh, that rest did not heal us as much as I wanted it to. Probably because we didn't actually have any healing spells to use. So let's like kind of unlock some shortcuts around the map. I guess we'll fight.
We make an epic pose. I need inspiration.
Burn! Slice!
For the legend.
shake a leg.
Right.
The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
Okay. One thing I'm doing now that I probably should have done a long time ago is I am looking at an equipment guide for what each class wears. Okay. Barbarian. Okay, I'm looking for this to tell me like what kinds of armor to wear. For something that says complete class guide, it kind of leaves that this page I was on kind of leaves out equipment. Here's a game facts walkthrough. I am trying to understand this, and this is all going very high over my head. Okay. I am like 50% of the way there to understanding how armor works in Pathfinder. Okay, this guide's just telling me end game gear. You know what? I'm just gonna like go for it. And if I give them bad stuff, I will figure that out. So, I think... Oh wait, don't I have... This might be good because it gives an armor bonus, but Octavia doesn't have to actually wear armor, which would be good. Cloak of Resistance, a Ring of Protection, so armor class is 16 now. Also has a short bow. I really wish there was just like a optimize everybody's armor button. Okay, these are all things that we'll just sell for money. Like, it might be worth actually going out and buying armor for people. So this gives... Okay, our armor class right now is 20. So Sheila's fine. Who among these people has the most problems? I would actually say Amory? Bonus against ranged attacks specifically. I think that's good.
Need to catch my breath.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
Okay, let's head to Oleg's so that everybody can rest in the comfort and safety of Oleg's. And then let's look at buying armor and whatnot for people. Just to like make sure everybody's good, and then I don't know, we'll figure it out from there. I still don't know what armor to give anybody who is a caster, and that seems not good. But hey.
Time becomes distance.
Show me your wares. Bulk sell. Yeah, sell all of that. We don't need that. You got any equipment? Can we get a masterwork great axe? Is that a thing? No, looks like not. I'll have to check what types of equipment. Octavia uses a short bow, right? So we can definitely get one of those. We could get anything else? You get a masterwork flail? Who else needs stuff? We could buy just a regular great axe. I think that's actually our own great axe that we at some point sold. Wait, there's a great axe +1 here. Why would I have ever sold that? I'll buy that. I think that's actually... Let's do that. Getting a small bag of holding doesn't seem bad, but I will settle on all this stuff for now.
I crave for adventure.
Equipment. Oh, we already had a masterwork great axe. What about a +1 great axe? This seems better. Like if I compare this to the masterwork. 1 to 12 damage compared to 2 to 13 damage. Yeah, that's better. +1 bonus on attack rolls. Both attack and damage rolls. So a +1 is better. Let's also just take off that equipment we don't need.
Let's shake a leg.
We don't need this axe anymore. Don't need this shield. Don't need this sword. What is that? A dwarven Ergrosh? We honestly probably don't need that, but I'll keep it anyway. This is our old armor that we don't need anymore, so we may as well free up some weight by not carrying that around.
Step, step, step.
And then let's go rest.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder? Trail me. Shall we move? We shall move!
not going to
The
rob
road calls me. I'll take the bait.
our good friend Oleg. That's not happening. So yeah, honestly, I think the problem has just been like that we weren't very well equipped, and kind of still aren't, if I'm being honest, but hopefully we're better now than before. So let me just go into my equipment. I'll just go through these one by one. Harim. Actually, is there any reason to have Harim not in full plate? Like, I honestly don't know. So let's replace this flail with a masterwork flail. I don't have a +1 flail, do I? I have a +1 heavy pick, but I'm guessing that Harim benefits from flails specifically. Okay, you use a light crossbow. I should get a masterwork crossbow for you. Oh yeah, you use the ginormous sword. That's like your special sword. We don't have to worry about you. And I don't think we have to worry about you and your... Yeah, you got a masterwork scythe already. So let's get this masterwork shortbow on Octavia. And then let's go back and sell the weapons and stuff we just unequipped from people. Okay, this guide says to just give Harim a good shield and a
I crave for
set of
adventure.
full plate. So let's give him that. Oops. Show me your wares. So we don't need... a short bow. We don't need a flail. I could honestly probably get rid of other stuff too. You know what? We don't need an Earthbreaker. We don't need a heavy flail. We don't need a longbow. I can always go back and buy this stuff if we don't want. If we like want to have it back later. I would even say, I don't know, the Urgarash is at least like a unique thing, so I might keep that. So now we want a masterwork light crossbow, and a set of full plate. As long as I'm in here, let me just look up builds for everybody, because yeah, let's just look up everybody. At least everybody we want to use that doesn't already have some kind of build. Okay, gear. Okay, light armor with the highest AC possible is the best choice here, since bards do not suffer from the arcane spell failure while wearing it. Got it. Figured it out. So in that case, Lindsay can probably wear the +1 chain shirt we already have. So I think we are good with these purchases and sales.
Time becomes distance.
And now that everybody is getting a much needed equipment upgrade, I think we might be good to go take on the Stag Lord again.
At first I said, no, I can't.
Yeah, we want
It's too
this group.
dangerous. But then I insisted, but I should. I need that to survive. Then I argued. Then I agreed to do it. It's so hard to decide whether to have breakfast or not.
You take this full plate and this +1 heavy shield. Yeah, now we got an AC of 21. That's pretty good. And Lindsay, you take this masterwork light crossbow, and you take this +1 chain shirt. Now you've got an armor class of 19. I don't like that Amory's is still low, but I think we'll be okay like this. Try to avoid. Okay. I think these random encounters are kind of usually pretty weak, so I have been avoiding doing them as much as possible.
Running won't help you! Tear them apart!
I'm by your side.
I'm
Okay,
listening.
nothing worth taking here.
Done with waiting.
In fact, if there was anything worth taking here, I would probably end up just going back
Well.
and going back to Oleg to buy more stuff.
I need to catch my breath. Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Okay, let's rest. Just to make sure everybody is ready to go.
What god do the six bears venerate?
The men? Gorham, of course. Because they're all such great warriors, you know. As for the women, they worship either their ancestors or Erastil. They tried to stop me from praying to Gorham, but I smashed a couple of mugs, and they left me be.
So now we're foraging roughly as much food as we need. That's good. So now that everyone's got better equipment, maybe we try this again. I'm gonna go ahead and quick save.
Shall we move?
This
We
way.
shall move!
Get a nice walk in? Can we go to the fortress already? Fine.
They were very patient to wait like 5 whole days while I went and re-prepared for the
I'm
fight.
going. Don't rush me.
Right.
The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
Quick, quick!
That is
Else we miss all the fun!
And so they walked on.
Did you see that? About time.
So, diplomacy of +9 means we need to roll a 14, or intimidate of 18 means we need to roll a 9. Let's go with that.
I'll try to do it.
Let's shake a leg. Forwards. No, backwards, backwards.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Die, die, die!
Orava.
Is all this blood mine? Never thought I had that much. All I see is blackness. I wonder what lies behind.
We probably should have focused the mage more there, but it seems like everything else is going on relatively okay. Never mind, that's bad.
Scared? You should be.
Well, let's just unpause. Okay, that's not good.
Who dares disturb me while I'm drinking?
Okay, let's regroup. It's not ideal that that's how that went, but maybe we can still make it work.
I crave for adventure.
What troubles you?
Yes.
So many thoughts, so little time. Shall we move? We shall move! The road calls me. I'll
You can
take the
count
bait.
on me.
To the dust you will go.
We need
Let
that
the attack
alchemist.
commence!
In fact, I'm going to charge that alchemist.
Yeah.
Is all this blood mine? Never thought I had that much.
There we go.
Let's shake a leg!
Ooh.
Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun!
Adventures call to them.
Yes.
Yes.
So many thoughts, so
Right.
little time. I crave for adventure.
I've broken a nail. Applause, please.
Ooh, Wand of Vanish.
The road calls
Unidentified
me.
amulet.
I'll take the bait.
In my steps.
Shall we move? We shall move!
Let's see what that unidentified amulet was now that we've identified it. Why is our strength and our dexterity reduced?
Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun!
Oh, we're
So many
fatigued.
thoughts,
Why
so
are we
little
fatigued?
time.
We just rested.
Better ones.
Are we fatigued from fighting? Is that a thing? Let's flip the raging duties. Is there anyone with like magical stuff going
May
on?
I see your
No.
entrails, please?
Then I think that's good.
Face me if you dare.
Burn! Slice! Behead!
We want that guy dead as fast
You
as
silly
possible.
spell.
Channel that positive energy.
All I see is I crave for adventure. Let's shake a leg.
I'm by your side. Done and done.
Shall we move?
Let's give them
We
what
shall
they
move.
deserve.
Die, die, die! Is all this blood mine? Never thought I had that much.
Ooh. Was that big damage to a wall? Take some meat.
Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun!
Share your will.
Jaethal. Cast inflict wounds on yourself.
Kashani Savitur.
Oh, I wish I could just like use on self. I wish that was an option.
Tashani Savitur.
The road calls me. I'll take the bait. So many thoughts, so little time.
Yes,
Hold on.
I'm still here.
Harun, you have a scroll.
The end draws near.
Let's shake a leg!
Where is that Cure Light Wounds one? Okay, I was hoping that would work better. But I'll take it.
Shall we move? We shall move!
Each step brings us closer to the end.
Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun! I did it! Step, step, step. I crave for
glaive?
adventure.
Blood for Gorum!
Amelie's not doing well.
I always survive.
All I see is blackness.
I think we should have a meme channel out. Energy living. J-Fall cast inflict wounds on yourself.
Tashani Savitur.
Is all this blood mine? Never thought I had.
Survived. I always survive.
Sheila. We should have you down in a rage. Our guys are not doing good. And I think we could use the help.
All I see is blackness.
Learn how to use it first. Tashani Savitur.
Hey, can someone help me? I die.
There we go.
So many thoughts, so little time. Let's shake a
Onwards.
leg!
Together. I am free to do what you ask of me.
rest until fully healed inside the enemy camp? I assume that is
What's
not
in wait for me
advised.
there, I wonder?
We would need a 10 or automatically pass it aside from a 1. Oh, but that would just lock it.
Leader charged forwards. Hey, wait for me.
Hold on, is there a way to, like, not fight the owlbear? Like, if we just run away? Like, it just said chaotic good, free the owlbear. So I thought I was doing the right thing, but I guess I wasn't. He is incapacitated for the moment. I thought we were doing the right thing by just letting it out. Oh well. We may be doing a quick load here.
Lost.
Honestly, let's quick load. That was bad. Even if we somehow survive that fight, there is no way we're going to be ready to take on the Stag Lord. So let's just retry that. And hopefully things will go better for us on the second attempt. This time, let's...
So many thoughts, so little time.
Each step brings us closer to the end.
And so they walked on.
I'm not mad enough to do it.
That's not good. So we've already been spotted. Okay.
Who dares disturb me while I'm drinking? Grotus follows in my steps.
I crave for adventure.
So how do we use...
Shall we move? We shall move! The road calls me. I'll take the bait. Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun! Work! Work, you silly spell! Time.
I'm not afraid.
Work! Work, you silly spell! Die, die, die!
Oh, I see. It has to be at somebody. Okay. Let's do that then. Okay, I was hoping that would like do something. I might even quick load just now. I'm so mad about that. That was 2 damage. And it cost us like all of our actions. That sucked. Okay.
So many thoughts, so little time.
And so they walked on.
Onwards, together.
I did it!
There we go.
Carve my name into your flesh! Die, die, die!
Okay, we know this guy is like strong, so I'm not gonna mess around. We're gonna inspire courage. We're gonna armory range. Do I even use up like a strong spell slot on this? I think let's start with this.
Miserable. Hey, this chapter.
Taya.
Is all this blood mine? Never thought I had that much.
Stay strong.
All I see
Miserable. Last chapter.
Hold on. You can't charge. Why can't you charge it?
Is all this blood mine? Never thought I had that much.
Oh, this is bad.
This won't kill me. I'll survive. I always survive.
This body holds no more.
Okay, we're gonna inflict moderate wounds on ourselves. We're gonna keep healing ourselves and hope that we can outlast.
Assist me or lose me.
Okay, let's try and actually hit some of them.
This body
Okay,
holds
we
no
need to-
more.
We need to heal.
This can't be over.
Well, quick load. We can do this. I believe. I honestly don't know what my problem is. Should I have them on auto fight using spell slots? Okay, I was checking on if there is any way to get the AI to be a little smarter, and it kind of seems like no. Like, if I disable this, will the AI be like smart about it, or are they just gonna use the spell slots as soon as possible? I think the answer is probably no, so I think we're just gonna have to roll with it.
So many thoughts, so little time.
Each step brings us closer to the end.
Did you see that?
Okay. Honestly, I might even quick save here so that like we're not reloading and redoing that check every time, because we know we cannot do this fight if we don't have the element of surprise. So honestly, there we go. So now that we've done that, let me save again.
Step, step, step. Shall we move? We shall move!
And so they walked on.
I spy. What do I spy?
Done and done.
I crave for
Rotus
adventure.
follows in my steps.
We need that alchemist gone.
Work! Work, you silly spell! Die, die, die!
Like I might also have, if it would work, there we go.
Lost.
Well,
Okay, that's pretty
I wrote it like I
okay.
said.
Don't rush me.
Let's cure moderate wounds.
Esme, Axel.
Oh,
Yes.
he took some hits. I might even, I'll cure light wounds him, just because that can get a little, that can roll a little higher.
The road
I
calls
will
me.
grant your
I'll
request.
take the bait. Let's shake a leg.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Let the attack commence.
Repent!
So I like this setup, because it's going to involve just want to make sure we heal everybody.
won't kill me!
Wolves now.
Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun!
Right.
So many thoughts. So little time.
Done with waiting.
So inventory. Oh, you cannot use this. Why can you not use this?
What you want?
Well, sorry, was lost in thought.
brave
need
for
a
adventure.
challenge.
I did as you asked.
Shall we move? We shall move.
I'm by your side.
We should try.
You cannot stand
these
against me.
bandits.
May I see your entrails, please?
I think for now, let's just keep things going this way. Hold on. They're all right. Okay. So I would say
Let's
things
shake
are
a
going
leg.
well right now. Let's quick save.
Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun!
I'll try to do it.
Get a nice walk in? Can we go to the fortress? Fine.
Okay, so even though we unlock the front door,
Let's
they won't
go.
go in until like the fight starts.
Running won't help you!
So I think for this one, we rage, and if we
Burn!
let's go
Slice!
this way,
Behead!
I think you should also rage and also go this way.
Is all this blood mine? Never thought I had that much.
Okay, let's turn off the rage. Let's save those. Let's heal everybody again. That's fine. Turn off your rage. You can use another healing skill on yourself. And I think everybody else is fine.
Oh, see, this blackness.
You probably can't charge because you're fatigued. Are you fatigued? No, but you also can't charge. This is bad.
Onwards.
Okay,
Together.
everybody regroup. Let's try not to die today.
I'm listening.
The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
Let me see. Okay, we did not use these scrolls, so let's use them now. They're like a potion of don't be fatigued anymore.
So many thoughts, so little time.
Adventures call to them.
Yes. Yes.
Nice. Let's get a cure light wounds in there just for good measure. It would be nice to have
crave
more
on my
things
way.
going on.
Let's
That
shake a
is
leg.
possible.
So the position we engage these enemies from is going to matter a lot, I think. So we should try to
down
do it while
better
they're all
ones.
grouped up. This is going to be a big fight, so I think we should use our rages, and Lindsay should inspire us all with some courage. I think the rest of these are fine, at least for now. Pretty good. We've managed to
Quick,
not
else we miss all the fun.
mess everything up.
Well,
I am free to do what you ask of me.
Just letting the ink dry.
At first I said, no, I can't, too dangerous. Then I insisted, but I should, I need that to survive. Then I argued, then I agreed to do it. It's so hard to decide whether to have breakfast or not.
Guess I'll take
So
the
many thoughts.
spell.
So little time. Shall we move?
So I would even
shall
say this
move.
has been going so well that I should quick save. We're like a little light on healing spells, and obviously two of us are fatigued, and that's not good. Also, is there a way to sabotage the alarm so that they just can't use it?
about time.
I will indulge you.
Okay, I don't like save scumming, but like, we need all the help we can get, and I think calming down this owlbear and just letting it roam free would like do us some good. Like, so we obviously know the worst case scenario is it attacks us, which is not great. But
Shake a leg.
aside from that, The worst case scenario,
Each step
if we're
brings
like
us
successful at
closer
the
to
check, is it does nothing, and we're like back where we started. And like the best case scenario, if we pass the check, is like we convince the owlbear to like mess stuff up at the camp instead of us, which like would be pretty solid, I think. I think that is a worthy investment of our time to make that happen, if we can.
I crave for adventure.
I will grant your request.
There we go. There we go.
Time becomes distance.
I think just letting it run free is pretty good.
Each step brings us closer to the end. Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Oh, there's a lot of dudes back there.
Die, die, die!
Oh, we can't rage because we're fatigued. We kinda need this to work. Just like doing basic attacks. Oh, that's good. There's a lot of you.
Is all this blood mine? Never thought I had that much.
Will this do anything? No,
I
like,
need to put these
yeah. Okay, J-Fall is not looking good, so let's even go for an inflict moderate wounds on self there. Just like make sure.
This can't be over.
Oh. So we're taking some hits here.
So fragile.
Come on. Come on, Armory. Oh. We may have to, like, reload that.
Who dares disturb me while I'm drinking?
Speak. State your desire. How curious. You have my attention.
I spy. What do I spy?
I did as you asked.
Request. Onwards. Together.
And so they walked on.
I think we should make a tactical retreat.
Let's go.
Share your will.
Right.
Ask.
I'm by your side.
Let's go for it.
My cape is all worn out. Gotta catch a bear. A big one's hide would fit me just right.
So I had us rest until fully healed. I hope that was the smart move.
Quick!
Okay,
Else we
we're
miss
fully
all the
rested.
fun.
I am free to do what you ask of me.
Shall we move? We shall move!
Also, G-Wiz and Amy. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Thank you for the follow. If you're just lurking, I hope you enjoy your lurk. Let's...
That is possible.
Okay, I don't think there's like anything else I can do here except go for the fight. So let's see if we can at least be kind of sneaky here and like get up on the platform with him.
On my way.
I'm not afraid.
So let's rage. Go for the
Let
stag
the
lord.
attack commence!
Let's inspire courage. Let's rage. I like the idea of having one barbarian go one way and one go the other. But Jake,
Unworthy.
I'll go on the stag lord. Let's have Lindsay go on the stag lord. Splitting the
Serves you
party
right.
is never a good idea. Today we're gonna try to make it work.
Are mine. I won't let you take them from me.
You never had a chance.
This won't survive. I always survive.
This might work.
We'll be us, and we'll be just at last.
Hey! Can someone help me?
Oh, Octavia is not doing well somewhere.
I can't fall. After so long, I learned to stand.
I know of the pain you endured in your life, but that doesn't excuse the atrocities you
Spare
committed.
your compassion, your judgment. I'll sleep now.
So the Stag Lord is gone. That is probably not even the hard part of this fight over, judging from the amount of us that are dead.
What a miserable last chapter.
I guess I'll take all of this stuff, like... That seems pretty good. An unidentified
The
belt.
road calls me. I'll take the bait.
What's the Stag Lord got on him? A broken charm, a longbow, studded leather armor, the helmet, boots, cloak, and bracers.
Let's shake a leg.
Okay. So
This
what?
way.
Let's see all the equipment available before we go and
Brave for adventure.
try to do anything, basically.
No secrets can escape my prying gaze. Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun!
About time.
Bandit cleric has onions.
Shall we move? We shall move! So many thoughts.
So let's
So little time.
equipment, stag helmet. What ring? Deflection bonus. Belt of Mighty Constitution. Broken charm. What about the boots? +5 on mobility. Ooh.
Patience.
Oh, cloak. +1 on saving throws.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Let's go with that. Deflection bonus. I could replace this with a Woodlands Aegis. Ooh, it does have a 0 armor check. Oh, it does have a 15 arcane spell failure chance, though. I don't know. Let me see what the internet has to say about Octavia. I'm sure there is a build somewhere here, right? Octavia. Where's the equipment section? Does this not have an equipment section? Okay, this is all about damage and whatnot. Where is equipment? I guess equipment doesn't matter. So let's give the Woodlands Aegis.
Well,
We can give Omri the Belt of Constitution. And let's give Omri the Stag Helmet. She's earned it. Bracers of Archery. Ooh, does this include crossbows?
Speak.
I feel bad that Jathal has not gotten any gear like this whole time. Bonus to mobility checks is kind of not great. I guess you can have that
You have my
necklace.
attention.
Rotis follows in my steps.
Honestly, might even go ahead and rest again.
It's strange that you held on to your love of storytelling after you were expelled from the academy.
It's not strange at all. I write for myself and for other people, and not for those bloated toads at the academy. People like my stories, and I couldn't ask for more.
So we're fully healed. We should have all of our slots back. Let's head inside now that we have done that.
Request.
Step, step.
Done and done. Share your will.
Secret overlords, the essence of the world order. Great debate.
Ask. State your desire.
Yeah, let's just clean them
You
out.
have my attention.
To you, I can't say no.
I
What a
see something.
surprise.
Let's disarm all these traps.
I did as you asked.
So Octavia is still injured.
I did as you asked. Done and done.
Punching dagger and
Speak.
some kind of
Let's
enchanting
go.
padded armor.
I did as you asked.
Silver
Request.
buckle,
Share your will.
hammer,
Ask.
the horseshoe.
State your desire.
Right.
You have my attention.
I've broken a nail. I did as you asked.
The undead is such
I need a
frivolous
challenge.
term. I prefer immortal, eternal, everlasting.
won't help you!
Why are we just attacking him?
Wretched
Oh.
things.
Oh, is this his dad? Is that who this is?
I'm going. Don't rush me.
Let's shake a leg.
Ooh, that could be good.
The road calls me.
The club
I'll
we
take
can
the bait.
What you
Armory
want?
had some kind of regular hide armor equipped, right? Yeah. You can take that +2 hide armor.
Quick,
How does
quick!
that stack up
Else
with
we miss
mine?
all the fun.
Okay, mine is normally
Shall we
better.
move?
Move on!
We shall move.
I will indulge you.
I believed in you so much, Stag Lord. And now you're just a dead sack of bones.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
So the fortress is now ours. I am going to like do a once over, just make sure we're not forgetting
I crave
anything though,
for
'cause,
adventure.
Done.
whatchamacallit. I want to make sure we don't miss anything. I'll
Let's
take
shake
a
a leg.
glaive, why not? Eventually I'm gonna have to
no,
like
I'm embarrassed. Anything else?
stop
So many thoughts.
taking
So
just
little
every
Trail me.
item, probably.
The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
Let's see.
Request.
Jaethal does not have a cloak at the moment. Yes. What did we find? Cloak of Resistance. That seems pretty good.
Share your will.
Let's go.
Now I
Quick,
think
quick!
almost everybody
Else we
has a
miss all the
Cloak of
fun.
Resistance, so I do not mind that. So let's go tell Oleg the good news.
Urgathoa guides me.
I crave for adventure.
Ooh. Let's go tell Oleg the good news, and then we can go tell that zombie that was hanging out on the shore the good news. We should go tell Oleg first, though, because Octavia needs to heal an injury anyway. And I would much rather go anywhere else after we've healed injuries, not before. Another thing I should do is, we have that stash at Oleg's. I should just like throw all the equipment that's like too good to sell, but that we don't immediately want into there. So let's head to Oleg's trading post. Try to avoid. Evade.
I need to catch my breath.
Yeah, I know, we're all tired, but So let me think here.
Step, step, step.
Where are ya, Oleg? The Stag Lord's gone. We found his fortress and sent the villain to oblivion. I still have some unfinished business here.
Time becomes distance.
So let's go to sleep. So now in my personal stash, I'm gonna put all of the stuff that's got like a blue aura around it, basically. Don't need a glaive. Don't need a rapier. Don't need a hammer. Don't need a punching dagger. Don't need a savage bow. A +2 great club seems very good, but I don't know who uses those. Kukri seems good. Don't need the chain shirts. Oh, I never put those boots on somebody. I should do that. Wands. I might store all these books. Do I have anything that's like taking up a lot of weight?
So many thoughts, so little time. Forwards! No, backwards, backwards!
Show me your wares. Bulk sell. Confirm.
Step, step, step. The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
try to do it.
Let's
can
shake
take
a leg. What's in wait for me there?
Short spear. Honestly, probably would have been faster to like.
Anything is possible.
That is possible.
So how
I
close
crave
are
for
we to
adventure.
leveling up?
Quick,
Not
quick.
even close.
Else we miss all the fun.
I assume the like real experience we get for this will be from like turning the quest in.
I need to catch my breath.
Yeah, we went through this location. I don't know if it makes a difference that I'm going to tell Oleg, yeah, we're going to head straight back. But I'll still tell him.
Trail me. The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
Rostov awaits.
Let's shake a leg.
So is this just like a quick teleport to Rostov?
Good work.
It is.
Nice to see I haven't lost my intuition for people. Not many would have managed to set out to the Stolen Lands and return with the Stag Lord's head, but I knew you could handle it. Congratulations are in order. Today, you'll receive the title of Baroness before the High Society of Rostov, and even Natala Sertova personally. God's bless her. Tomorrow, you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands if you wish, but this time as a ruler. But matters of state can wait. For now, enjoy this feast in your honor. All the city leaders are here. It's a great opportunity to make some useful connections.
Then let's do that.
Speaking of connections, let me introduce you to Kasil Eldori. He's my adopted son and apprentice. He's a trustworthy man. I'd like to send him with you as an envoy.
Do you already know about my encounter with
Of course.
Cartuccio?
Keston gave me a full report. You dealt with the scoundrel perfectly. It would be naive to think that none of your neighbors will try to stick their hands in your affairs. Especially that sly fox Iravetti.
Jamadi, what kind of game are you playing? I think I'd like
Yes.
to know.
Yes, you certainly have that right. But tell me, how well do you know Brevoy's history or the current political atmosphere? It won't be an easy explanation.
What do I need to know
What's
about the
now
history of
called
Brevoy?
Brevoy was originally two different countries, Rostland and Issia. 200 years ago, they were stuck in constant squabbles. Then, Coral the Conqueror showed up and united the two states into one. Such diplomatic tricks are easy to manage when you have dragons at your disposal. The so-called noble houses of Brevoy, mainly Surtova, Orlovsky, and Lebeda, once ruled over Issia. We, the Aldori, ruled Rostland. The royal house Rogarvia, founded by Coral the Conqueror, forced us into obedience. But 200 years isn't long enough to make peace with such a troubled history. Even 2,000 years wouldn't be enough for us to accept Issian rule. Brevoy is a country held together by a thread, and that thread grows ever weaker.
What do I need to know about the current political atmosphere?
The Aldori and the great noble houses spent 200 years under the rule of invaders, the royal house Rogarvia. We plotted, we schemed, we stabbed each other in the back, but open confrontation was out of the question. But a few years ago, House Rogarvia disappeared. No one knows how or why, but one day, their manors were just empty. And the force that held Brevoy together, that kept us from a bloody feud, ceased to be. Brevoy is currently ruled by the House Surtova, the former kings of Issia. But their power pales in comparison to that of House Rogarvia when they were here. So now Surtova and Aldori stand facing each other, staring each other in the eye, waiting for the other to draw their sword. It's an untenable situation. No one wants a civil war that would drown Brevoy in blood. But peace between us is also out of the question.
What role do I play in
Rostland wants to regain its independence, and we will regain it. The power the Issians hold over us is humiliating and costly. And the Surtovas won't give us our freedom without a fight. That is, unless there is some external power that can force everyone to sit down and talk. Do you see where this is going? The stolen lands are disputed territory. Brevoy can't appropriate them without raising protests from each of the neighboring states. However, if some brave people were to found independent states on that land, it would be another matter entirely. My hope is that you and your future neighbors, Baron Hannes Drelev and Captain Mager Varn, will become our allies. But even your neutrality would introduce a powerful counterbalance to the aggression of the noble houses. Maybe, with your help, the inevitable division of Brevoy can occur without too much pain.
So if the Sword Lords have any other
We
foreign
hope to get
allies
some help from the Maivani Aldori, the
like
descendants of the Sword Lords who have fled from Coral's rage to build a new nation in the south. But the Issians know this well, and are doing everything they can to deny us this help. I won't go into details, but if my intelligence is correct, if a civil war starts in Brevoy, Maivan will be too occupied with its own inner troubles to interfere.
What part does Restov play in this game?
Restov is a free city, proud of its independence from everyone, including the Aldori Sword Lords. But when it comes to Rostland's liberation, our goals align. This whole plan is our joint creation with Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius.
If Natala is already here, why did she let you grant me the
Actually, she could still intervene and disrupt the proceedings. But she's a Surtova. Their games are always complex and multi-layered. They're always looking for ways to turn defeat into victory. If she's decided to allow you to become a Baroness, it means she already has some idea of how she can turn it to her benefit. Let's consider how she could do so. Maybe she understands that Rostland will inevitably separate and she doesn't want a war. In that case, new states in the Stolen Lands give the Issians a reason to sit down and talk without losing face. But that's an optimistic view, and truth be told, it doesn't quite match up with what we've come to expect from the Surtovas. The more likely scenario is that Natala wants to win you over to her side. If war breaks out and at least one of you stabs us in the back, Rostland will be surrounded by enemies. That might be enough to bring about our downfall. But you would fall first, and your newly formed states would be left in ruin. The Isians always like to have someone around to pull their chestnuts out of the fire for them. A piece of friendly advice? Don't do business with House Sertovas, no matter what promises they make you. Any deal with the noble houses
we're hearing all of this from one person so far, so I'm skeptical that it's like the whole story. But if everything is as described here, we are not gonna like the Sertovas.
How should I know? We're in the middle of a big game, and today you move from being merely a piece on the board to being one of the players. I hope you have a better understanding of what's at stake.
Thank you.
Enjoy your evening.
Speak with the guests.
When you're ready for the official part, come to me.
Time becomes distance.
It's a lander. A handsome, well-dressed young man of about 17 years old looks at you with a polite smile. You are a child. Just lander, no last name, no title. You're incognito. Under my circumstances, it's wise to keep one's lineage to oneself. Truth be told, that's precisely what I wanted to speak with you about. You see, I'm an heir to one of Brevoy's noble houses. I won't say which, but believe me, a newly appointed baroness with no connections would do well to have a friend like me. I travel the country in secret without servants, so I can see it for myself, not from the carriage window, but face to face with people. My family would never approve, of course, but then I never asked. I need to know Brevoy if I'm going to rule a part of it someday. I know Jamadi wants to impose her stepson on you as emissary of Brevoy. Refuse, take me instead. Don't look at my age. While they may have trained this half-orc to swing a sword, I've been trained to rule since I was a child. I'll be of far greater use to you both now and in the future after I have a firm position in my family. Are you from Rostovic nobility? I'm not from here, I'm just visiting, you could say. I wanted to see for myself the hero managed to conquer the frontier lands. The Lord Mayor was kind enough to invite me to this wonderful party. Please tell me again what you're doing here. What you want from me. I'll consider your proposal.
Step.
So that seems like a new guy.
Forwards! No backwards, backwards!
Honest Drelev. The man's gorgeous clothes hide rippling muscles beneath them. He looks past your ear, obviously bored. Baron Hannes Drelev, he says offhandedly, emphasizing the word Baron. You must be the Stag Lord Butcher. I'm sorry, I quite forgot your name, but you took out the Stag Lord in this gang, and so Sword Lord Jamadi is granting you permission to take his place, right? Well, congratulations. My lands lie to the west of yours. I suppose we're neighbors now. You're not very polite for a nobleman. Ha, politeness must be deserved. I defeated the Stag Lord. Pray tell, what did you do to deserve your dominion? I don't need to deserve or prove anything. Countless generations of my glorious ancestors have done so for me. If I had a slightly bigger army, Sword Lord Jamadi would have simply given all of the stolen lands to me. Alas, I don't have so many soldiers at my disposal, so she had to urgently make barons of the likes of you and Varn. So you have no army and no special merits. You were just given land for being pretty. Under other circumstances, I'd have whipped you for such words, but let's not ruin Lady Eldor's celebrations. Goodbye. Yeah, I don't like that guy.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
All high societies here, even Natalia Sortova. Zvanki Keeg. A handsome man with a weather-beaten face grasps your hand tightly in his rough, calloused palms. Unlike the rest of the guests in their festive clothes, he wears a simple robe. The only luxury you see on him is a holy symbol of Erastil made of solid gold. The other guests look at him with respect, some bordering on awe. Our diplomacy is not great, so I think we will pass on that. Do many people in Rostov venerate Erastil? They revere many gods in Rostov. They pray to Abadar, patron of cities, and Pharasma, gatherer of souls. There are also some more rare cults, but there's no denying that the stag god has the largest congregation here, and no wonder people here have lived off farming and hunting for centuries. We dress surprisingly simply for such a festive occasion. It's an honor to meet you. Goodbye. I don't want to mess with that skill check.
Step.
So I kind of don't like any, but like, I'll give it more time.
Time becomes distance.
Let's talk to Magar Varn. Oh, this is the other guy who, like, won a bear interview, right? This man is obviously more comfortable on the battlefield than in the company of nobles. He's well built, but the expensive waistcoat he's wearing doesn't quite fit properly, as though it was borrowed. He has a few pale scars across his face, and his dark hair is drawn into an unkempt ponytail with a few streaks of gray running through it. He greets you with a broad smile and a firm handshake. Let me introduce myself. I am Magar Varn, the new ruler of Dunsword, your neighbor to the east. Like you, I'm about to be a baron. Great job with the Stag Lord, by the way. Not everyone could exterminate a whole gang of bandits with such a small team. How did you earn the title of baron? Truth be told, my team and I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Needed someone reliable to take and hold the territory. I'm the captain of a mercenary team, if that wasn't clear. Varnling host, have you heard of us? No matter. We've done work for Jamadi before. This time the task was simple. We just waltzed into the area, cleared it of the most brazen monsters, and built a small fort to hold the place. And for that, a baronry and land to own. It was a dream job. How do you feel being a noble? Like a pheasant on a plate. I've killed all kinds of monsters, but this is the first time I've so strangely felt like turning away could get me eaten. See that lad, Baron Drelev? He's not like us. Who knows what generation of Baron he is? Didn't even shake my hand. You and me were like dirt beneath his boots. That's why those like us, the newly made nobility, need to stick together. Otherwise he'd take my land and yours in the blink of an eye. I agree with you, Magar. We're gonna be good friends. It was nice meeting you. Farewell. Once you've settled in, come pay us a visit. Okay, we'll do that. We have finally found a guest at this party I like, that isn't like someone we already know. Oh, you're that person.
Will you drink with me?
I've yet to become a baroness, and already it seems that someone
You
wishes to
would
poison you.
insult me with such suspicions. Only a very foolish poisoner would offer a cup of death. But jokes aside, I came to apologize. I know the words I said in our conversation with Lady Aldery might have offended you, but this was not my intention. The lessons life has dealt me were not easy. I've learned to be wary of new acquaintances, which is why I've refused to join your party. I hope you will forgive me for this weakness and for my harsh words. And I hope you will hear me out, for I have something to tell you.
No need to apologize. I don't expect everyone I meet to immediately fall under my charms and entrust me with all their secrets.
Amusing. Usually those who don't seek affection are the very ones who receive it. Anyway, enough sweet talk. There is something important I wanted to tell you. As it happens, I came across some very valuable information. What brave conqueror of these wild lands wouldn't be intrigued by news of an ancient shrine, possibly full of great treasures? A place such as this was discovered by my old friends from Kadira, and it just so happens to be located in the lands that today become rightfully yours. My friends lack the courage to enter the shrine and seek the treasure, but what will stop us? We who know the taste of battle and have been singed by the same fire.
What could be better than a
I'm
treasure
sure you'd
hunt?
like to
I'm ready.
finally gain your official title and celebrate your victory. And I don't like noisy parties and ceremonies. Find me when you return to your dominion. I'll rent a house in your capital. We can discuss the details of our expedition there. So long, friend. I'll call you so today because soon enough, all you'll be hearing is, Your Grace, Your Grace, Your Grace.
Okay. Who else is here that we can meet? Chandra Mervy,
Trail me.
Natalia Sertova, the person I am most nervous about meeting, probably. Natalia Sertova is discussing something with an unfamiliar old lady in a low voice. Upon noticing you, she breaks into a sugary sweet smile. You are not only tough but quick. Well, congratulations on your victory. Enjoy it while you can. What do you think awaits me? Nothing good, I fear. The Aldori, our dearest friends, didn't deem it necessarily to inform me of their plans, I assume. You see, they're preparing to separate from Brevoy. It will not be a peaceful process. They lack the strength currently, hence using this legal loophole to create some independent allies. If the civil war breaks out, your lands will be the first to endure a strike from Brevoy's forces. Perhaps they'll erect a memorial stone to independent Rostov to honor you. Well, I wouldn't count on even that, really. Is this a threat? I would never. I simply wish to warn you in case you don't fully realize the fate that awaits you and your baronry. It's a threat. What would you propose? In your situation, the most reasonable course of action would be to align yourself with the lawful rulers of Brevoy, the noble houses. I will do no such thing. Chandra Mervy. I'll consider your proposal. Any other guests to mingle with?
Step.
Joseph Semilius. I don't believe we've been introduced. I am Joseph Selimius. Lord Mayor of Restov and an ally of Jamadi Aldori. I rule this town and the adjacent lands as your northern neighbor. I hope we can look forward to a long and fruitful relationship. So you rule Restov, and what about the Aldori? Here in this part of Rostland, the spirit of northern freedom still lives. We are loyal to the throne, of course. May the gods prolong the life of His Highness. But here, far from the dominions of the great houses, we have our own way of life. Especially important now after the certain events that I probably don't need to name. Sword Lords used to rule Rostland. They're still the largest landowners and main military force. But it's not for nothing that Rostov is called a free city. We're proud to choose the Lord Mayor from among the citizens, considered not by their lineage, but by their own merits. I like this. Democracy is good. What kind of events are you talking about? Disappearance of the ruling house. Oh yeah, we knew about that. How are things in Rostov? I don't want to boast, but things have been going well in recent years. Trade prospers, the population grows, and the citizens are happy. Although recently, especially after the disappearance of House Rogarvia, more and more troublemakers have been appearing, and people are talking about the most shocking things, but those sorts of rumors aren't worthy of your attention. It was nice meeting you. Goodbye. Please wait a moment. Your young baronry will need resources to establish itself, and from what I've been told, you're somewhat in need of financial assistance. I could organize and supply everything you need for the construction and spread out the cost on extremely favorable terms. I could immediately procure, let's say, 500 cartloads of building supplies. I'm sure that would give you a good start. In exchange, I would ask a small favor. Until you repay the debt in full, you simply assume the obligation of contracting building services through Restov's Builders Guild. Do we have a deal? I want to Google the consequences of this in case there's something I'm not thinking of, but I think we should take this. So, Iosif Salemius. So I'm reading a lot of things on here. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of people say it's definitely not worth it, so I think I'm going to pass on this deal. It was nice meeting you. So Aldori.
What's in wait for me there?
Okay, tell you what, I like really need a bathroom break before we keep going, so I'm going to go ahead and run an ad for you, and then I will be right back. And we're back. That is a lot better. Let's...
So, how do you like our little gathering? I hope you've made some useful connections. Shall we move on to the official proceedings? My apprentice, Casil Aldori, will go with you, won't he?
Yes,
Whatever
that's
you
my
choose,
decision.
I won't
We're
argue.
not going to change.
But you must choose your inner circle with the utmost care.
I'm ready for the ceremony.
Stand here.
So here's what I think our plan is going to be.
Lords and ladies, today we are
We
here to
ally
honor
ourselves with
3
Restov to the
brave
north.
people who have done the impossible. They've tamed the
We
stolen
ally ourselves with our
lands.
neighbors to the east, Mager.
Baron Hannes
We
Drella,
try and
the new
conquer our
master of
neighbors to the
Glenabard,
west.
Captain Mager Varn, the conqueror of Dunsword, and finally, the tamer of the Shrike Hills, who put an end to the atrocities of the Stag Lord's bandits. Step forward. On behalf of the people of the free city of Restov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace.
So I assume our next big sort of story beat is going to be the build up to the
Brave for
like,
adventure.
revolution kind of thing between the Aldori and the Searchlovas or whatever their name was.
Victory. The Stag Lord's dead, and the capital of the new barony has been built in place of his fort. That was how the long and challenging taming of the stolen lands began.
So, Keston, welcome, Your Grace. Let me once again congratulate you on your victory, yada yada yada. Lady Jamadi transferred me here. I am at your disposal. I'm not one to bestow honors, but I want you to know I'm glad to serve you. I'm here to welcome you on behalf of your new capital citizens. The Stag Lord's former stronghold will soon be a thriving city. Word travels fast, and the first settlers have already arrived, with new ones approaching as we speak. While you were visiting Rostov, much has been done here. Your benefactors, the Aldori, invested a great deal of resources in rebuilding the city. I stand ready to answer your questions and show you around the most important sites. Where are my companions? They are somewhere around here, but I never kept an eye on who went where exactly. Tristian is with Jihad, and you can always find Lindsay. Just follow Nurse Turmoil. Are there any citizens I should know about? Our old acquaintance Jihad is right here. Arastal's clerics normally don't like cities much, but he's eager to serve you. Also, the emissary from Brevoy is here waiting for you in the throne room. There's also this curious matter. An elf has paid us a visit, a blind elf. Desna only knows how he managed to get here. He seems a peaceful, even pleasant fellow, though naturally a little odd. So I let him stay a while. It's up to you to decide what to do with him now. That's about it, I guess. What's the mood of the people here? I must admit, I've never seen anything like that my whole life. A city, a whole barony, born right in front of our eyes. The people sense the moment, and today we're feeling proud. As a rule, I'm not too cheerful or chatty. I normally feel out of place among all the rejoicing, but today is just one of those days. Where can I get a drink or three? It's time to toast my victory. I'll make sure to show you the moment we entered the city. The tavern was the first business that opened. Building a city is thirsty work, and yeah. I'm ready to look around my city. Lead the way. Subjects, we're selecting a site to build our house. It's wet near the lake and windy up here on the hill. A fine place to throw garbage at your neighbors' heads, though. Ouch. Good thing you got rid of those monsters and bandits, Your Grace. Text speed's a little slow on those. You recognize this place, Your Grace. This is where the Stag Lord's fortress wall used to be. The workers did a fine job. Like, those were so slow, and then those went by so fast I couldn't read them. The heart of every town is its main square. We plan to hold street festivities and fairs here. Look, we already have our first vendor. Is the text going to read on? Okay. Greetings, Your Grace. If you turn to the right from the square, you'll end up straight in our tavern. Tavern Vale is blessed by Caden Kalen himself, I swear. And the lady who owns it is a gem. The Baroness is tough as a troll and has hair of pure gold and can breathe fire. It's all nonsense, well, except for the part about breathing fire. All barons can breathe fire, trust me. Welcome, Your Grace. Glad to serve you. Your Grace, those are our guards. They keep the city or keep the mouths busy with gossip. Commander Highland, I think I saw a name. There's Harim, or Harim. Here's the observation platform. I hope one day your capital will grow large enough that we won't be able to see its full extent from this perch. I agree. The building in front of us is your residence. That's where we'll head to now.
quick, else we miss all the fun.
Okay, so now we've reached the main chambers. This is the throne room where you'll hold court and receive visitors. Let me draw your attention to this large map depicting your baronry and its surroundings. Will mark all the important scout reports and other news worthy of your grace's attention. Greetings, your grace. It was a pleasure to meet you at the Restov reception. On behalf of your allies and benefactors, the Aldori Swordlords, I'd like to offer you some advice. Barony effects, community +6, loyalty +6, military +3, economy +3, divine +3, arcane +3, stability +3. New event, trade agreement with Sertova. We're not doing that. Zvanki's offer, pillage the Temple of the Elk, rebuild the Temple of the Elk, research into the nature of curses, Divik Nettle. You can solve most of your... barony's problems by granting appointments to the right people, responsible people. But certain state business will demand your personal attention, as will the visits of especially important guests. Reports of such outstanding events will be marked on your map. You can always check it while considering your plans. According to the ancient traditions of Brevoy and most of the river kingdoms, rulers address affairs of state and receive visitors at the beginning of the month. My advice to you is to maintain this tradition and regularly visit your capital when needed. The first thing you should do as a ruler is assign loyal people to all the important positions in the barony. Your clerics, Jod and Tristan, were the first to seek an audience. I won't distract you further, and I'll leave you to consider. Once again, my congratulations. May your rule be long and prosperous. Appoint an advisor to a public post. Jod Kavkin. Your Grace, allow me to congratulate you on receiving the title of Baroness. I am confident that you'll be able to bring order to these troubled lands. Though to be honest, that isn't exactly what we wanted to speak to you about. Tristian and I have been talking a great deal about what happened at the Temple of the Elk. It doesn't all make sense to us yet, but one thing is clear: there is a powerful curse at work. It corrupted the very essence of that sacred place, steeping it with putrescence. I am disgusted with whomever could do this. And now there is a new woe. Tristian and I believe the curse did not simply disperse of its own accord. There is a place near the capital, rumored by locals to be cursed. Tristian and I visited this dreadful place, and we felt the same presence as at the Temple of the Elk. What is this place? Where is it? There is a bald hilltop not far from here to the north of the capital. Its crown is entirely barren of life. The locals believe the rituals glorifying the dark gods were held there back in ancient times. There's no longer any trace of such rituals, but the air around the hilltop is heavy to the point of stifling. This place is like a rotting wound, closed but not healed. And this wound will undoubtedly open again. Tristy and I felt something approaching, something ominous. The curse will soon return to plague us once more. I swear by Erastil. I'll go there as soon as I am able. Be happy to accompany you, but I would not expect to see anyone new there at present. Well, what do you suggest? The curse will grow in strength, and we predict it will reach the peak of its strength in about 1 month. That's when we should visit the bald hilltop and resolve the issue. So we should go there when it's at its strongest in a month. Kinda seems like we should deal with it before then. Now we can only wait and prepare. We beg your pardon, your grace, for intervening and gaining a grasp of the baronry. I'm sure you'll have even more pressing matters at hand right now. Okay, so a day passes. So what I am thinking is nobody
My
who
life
we
is a
bring with us
burden.
on combat should hold a position in like our cabinet. Veterinary has 10 basic stats, each supervised by an advisor. They are as follows: population, regent; loyalty, counselor; military, general; economy, treasurer; divine, high priest; relations, grand diplomat; stability, warden; magic, magister; culture, curator; and espionage, minister. Stats increase if your governance is successful and decrease if events don't end well or other negative factors are placed in your way. Don't let your barony stats drop to 0 or lower. This will cause your subjects to riot and your state will begin to crumble. Each stat has certain milestones or ranks within them. Every 20 points in a stat will increase your rank. Rank 1 or unlocks a corresponding advisor position for that stat. Further development of the stats and upgrades to its ranks will be possible only if you have an advisor in the relevant position. Governing your barony will require one advisor for each stat. You may appoint your companions as well as some of the stolen land citizens into these advisor positions. Each of the 10 positions has at least 3 characters who are qualified to hold it. Not all of these characters will be willing to serve you right away, some will need to be convinced. Appointing others will require completing an assignment for them or rendering them some other service. Each advisor acts on their own ideology. They have their own opinions on everything that happens in your domain. Therefore, you may want to select characters whose governance philosophy is consistent with your own. Open the Advisor tab on the right side of the screen. Click an empty slot and select a character to appoint them as advisor. Every barony stat gains a bonus on a specific ability of the appointed advisor. The exact size of the bonus is indicated in the upper right corner of the advisor's card. Only advisors may address the problems, opportunities, and sudden events that occur in your domain and require immediate attention. Don't leave these positions vague. Choose a name for your barony. The name of the barony cannot be changed later in the game. Whoop, did I just call it the Stolen Lands? Is that it? I guess I did. Advisors. Regent. Answers subject complaints and concerns are heard by their ruler and serves as a link between the Baroness and the people. Council. Counselor deals with the troubles of the common folk and helps settle land disputes and agricultural matters. This advisor ensures citizens remain loyal to the throne. General. The general is the highest ranking officer in the army of the barony and is responsible for watching the borders and protecting the realm. Treasurer. The treasurer's duty is to keep the coffers of the barony full and ensure any gold spent is spent wisely. High priest. No matter what deity he serves, the high priest strives to satisfy the spiritual needs of all citizens in the barony. So we could have Jod or Harim. Jod does his best to solve problems without disrupting local traditions. Harim favors unusual but effective solutions. Let me review all of my options for everybody. Oh, no candidates available for treasurer. General, we could have Amiri, Rigongar, or Kasil. Favors the direct approach, hot-headed and direct, or always strives to help those in need. I like Kasil as the general, but let me see what the other options are. Counselor. Tristian can be a counselor, and I think he is like my preference. Valerie will not be my regent. It will probably be Octavia. So let's go Jod as the High Priest. No treasurers available yet. Let's go Kasil as our general, Tristian as our counselor, and Octavia as our regent. I know I said I wouldn't put party members in there, but Octavia is just so much better than Valerie for this role. Peacefully, cares for the people over all others, strives to help those in need, and solves problems without disrupting local traditions. I like those as options the most. So now we can go regions, map, settlements, projects. Is there a way to like read these in more detail? Oh, I see. There are other things here that we have not unlocked yet. Okay, this shows me everything. Okay, let's see. Rebuild the Temple of the Elk. Restore the Temple of the Elk to its former glory, making it a center for Erastil's worship in the surrounding areas. Unlocks a special region upgrade. Once pillaging of the temple. Assign advisor. I like Jod doing that. I am worried that he will be gone for 2 months if we do that. Research the nature of curses to Vic Nettle. This one takes 45 days to complete. We can assign Jod to that. What about... I mean, we're not even going to do that one. Let's not entertain it. Azvanki's offer. Azvanki Keeg, High Priest of Erastil from Restov, has a strong interest in spreading the Stag God's faith across the region. He's eager to build a shrine dedicated to Erastil on your lands, but at his own expense. Accept his offer if you wish to gain a useful ally and a place of worship for Erastil. Requires 7 days to solve. Let's do that. And let's have Jod oversee that. Start project. No candidates for this agreement. Yeah, we don't even want that. I mean, maybe we do want that, but... Declare the outskirts a part of your kingdom. Assigned advisor. I think I want Tristian to handle this. Start the claim. You may claim new regions to expand your territory. Open the Regions tab on the right side of the screen and select the relevant project at the bottom of the screen. Claiming a region will allow you to significantly increase your barony stats and found settlements in the new land. Here's what you must do to claim a new region. Meet special regional conditions, that is, complete a quest or reach a certain rank in one of the stats. Collect sufficient BP for the claim. Find an unoccupied advisor who can take charge of the claim. As soon as you start the Kingdom Project to claim a region, time will automatically speed up for the next 14 days, the time it takes for you and your advisor to claim the region. After the new territory is claimed and annexed into your domain, the boundaries of the state will change and you will receive all the bonuses granted by the claimed region. One of your barony stats has reached 20 points. It's time for you to increase its rank. First, meet with your advisor and discuss the future of the state. To do so, return to your capital and click the button on the appropriate event card in the throne room. Whatever choices you make, remember your advisors may disapprove. If the current advisor decides that you argue too much, they will quit forever. Okay. After you talk to an advisor and make decisions on the new Kingdom Project, you will become available. The new Kingdom Project will become available that will increase a stat rank. You can find it at the bottom center of the screen of projects. It will take you and your advisor 14 days to complete the project. Time will automatically be sped up until the project is completed. Your barony has expanded. It now includes the outskirts. Ivan Kiki, High Priest of Rostov from Rostov, has a strong interest in spreading the Stag God's faith. Okay, first shrine in your capital will be built free of charge. So if I go here... Oh, I can like build settlements here, I guess. Before we found a new settlement, let's like figure out what's going on here. Hands of gold. Rumor has it that an unknown self-taught master crafting items of extraordinary beauty and rare quality has appeared in the region. Such people are rare. Something should be done to entice her to stay. Requires 14 days to solve. DC 14, D20 plus probably whatever the advisor's thing is. Let me see. Reem has a request. And counselor in the throne room. Do the throne room. Let's visit our throne room first, and then we can worry about the other one. Like, it kind of seems like there's a lot to do with the governing part of this, and like less to do with the other stuff. But I shouldn't get too caught up in stuff because we want to investigate that curse. Greetings, Baroness. I'm sorry to take you away from your other affairs, but your people need you. When the stolen lands were freed from the Stag Lord, the people sighed in relief, but many are still confused by their swift change of fortune. Truth be told, they simply don't know what to think of their new Baroness, nor what to expect of you. Will you be a fair ruler for all, or only for those of wealth and status? Let us reassure your people, show them where your favor truly rests. Perhaps a small celebration would help win them over. Of course, you could spend the same amount on a luxurious dinner with the wealthiest of your baronry, but I recommend organizing a fair for the common people, the ones on whose shoulder your power truly rests. You shall hold a fair for the common people. Community +2, culture +2. Support the counselors and Delaware. Let's hear what Harim has to say. I heard, not that it was important, but well, I heard that an ancient trade road built by the dwarves of Five Kings Mountain runs through these lands. I don't know what happened to them or where they went. Unforgiving time spares no one, but the road itself is still here, and possibly not only the road. If you find any dwarven ruins, I'd like to see them with my own eyes. Why do you ask this? Of course, Harim, if I find any dwarven ruins, I'll take you to them. Okay. Oh, and there's more. John Kavkin, with Grace, Oleg's trading post recently, and I noticed old Bakken just standing there, bored to death with nothing to do. That is most unfortunate. After all, the old grumbler is a very knowledgeable alchemist. However, he has no use for his skills since the locals need nothing more than the simplest of healing potions. And then it struck me, why don't you hire him as your court alchemist? His decoctions and tinctures would certainly prove most useful to you. Also, it might be cheaper than simply buying from him or some other merchant. So we can talk to Boken.
Time becomes distance.
So, here's our personal stash. Let's manage our kingdom affairs one more time. I should keep an eye, though, on the calendar, because we have quests that presumably have to be done in certain times. So, journal. Prove your worth. Sorrowful. Unwanted legacy. Kingdom quests. How to build a kingdom. Main construction of a new building in the capital. Okay, we need to build things. Okay, the curse gains power in 27 days. Loyal servants. We need a treasurer and an alchemist. Okay. Counselor's Endeavor. So I think we can have okay, we got a 65% chance of success, and I don't think we want to burn crisis points, whatever those are, this early. We'll start the event with Casil, projects, support the counselor's endeavors. So I like the idea of if we build something right along someone else's land, I'm worried they would just like come and take it. Let's build a settlement here. We have claimed the outskirts. We have completed some projects. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Okay, Jod, start that project. I hate to lose him for 60 days, but we kind of need to do stuff. I think before we lose 2 whole weeks, we should like go take care of some quests, although we're actually going to do that next time because I just saw we are like 15 minutes over our usual ending time. So I will go ahead and save.
Move! Let's shake a leg!
Okay, we've saved. I'm gonna call it a night. Tune in Wednesday for what I hope is the finale of Persona 3. If it's not that, it's gonna be real close to that. So tune in. It's gonna be fun. I'll see you then. Good night, or good morning if it's morning where you are. See you later.